Welcome to episode 5 of The Perfectly Circular Rock, the chronicle of the huge rock that suddenly appeared in Elkisbourne, a small non-Swedish American town. As usual, we begin at the site of the rock.
These rock buds now $3.95 now, brother.
Hey, lady! Hello!
What?
How'd you like to buy something?
I always like to buy things.
Oh, you've come to the right person. Do you know why?
Because you're selling things?
You're right! Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ebsen Svensson. Do you know what Ebsen means in Norwegian? God of bears.
This is the product you're selling, the meaning of Norwegian names.
No, that's just an interesting fact about me.
How sad that you believe that.
What is the one thing everyone wants but nobody has the time to achieve?
Power.
Lean, sculpted muscle, am I right? Then you need rock-hard protein. Let me elucidate. Since the perfectly circular rock has been in our town, it's been secreting a luminescent red liquid between 2:34 and 3:45 in the morning. Many people have licked the rock and noticed its sweet taste.
They have?
But few have been brave enough to lick enough to ingest it. But I and my team, oh yes, it's not just me, I have a team. We have found that it does not only have a taste similar to Grandma's apple pie, which is also perfectly circular, but that when diluted to the proper amount creates a unique protein vital to building shredded, hard muscle.
And you think I want shredded, hard muscle?
Oh, well, this is more for men, I guess.
Then why aren't you talking to men?
They keep walking away. But you must know a man you'd like to give a Christmas gift to, right?
No.
Well, you'll think of somebody. So listen, we've put this protein concentrated into a small green pill that you take once before working out and once before bed. And after 1 week, you will see amazing changes. And after 3 to 4 weeks, you will be virtually unrecognizable to all your friends, to the point where you could actually create a new identity, if that appeals to you.
It does, I have to admit.
If you sign up today for a trial bottle of Rock Hard Protein for only $47.99, you will also get a bottle of Father Joe's Hair Restorer, also made from the secretions of the rock.
It will grow hair.
Legally, I've been instructed to say it hasn't been proven that it doesn't. However, my team of eminent scientists
Who in fact are they?
dietitians from Gold's Gym.
And their expertise?
Well, each one of them has a degree in science.
Which sciences?
Oh, I said science, which, as you know, comprises all the sciences. And how many bottles can I wrap up for you?
I'll have to think about it.
It will please any man you give it to.
Oh, goody.
Well, don't forget our marketing blurb. If you want a body like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, get it? Energy like the Energizer Bunny and the sex drive of a 15-year-old boy at a nude beach in Valencia? Stop falling asleep at your desk. Stop flailing like a limp flounder in bed and get yourself a bottle of Rock Hard Protein now.
Oh, time's up.
What do you mean?
My good deed for the day was to listen to a pathetic man for 5 minutes. It wasn't as excruciating as I thought it would be, though I wouldn't want to repeat it. But thank you for helping me with that.
If you buy a case of it, there's a discount. Lady?
I wonder what's going on in the mayor's office. Well, not really, but here it is.
Yes?
I was told to call you about the rock situation in Elkisbourne.
How did you get this number?
Well, there seem to be people building a wall outside of town, and they gave me this number to call.
And who are you?
I'm the mayor of Elkisbourne, Elsa Lindstrom.
Oh, yes, I was expecting your call.
So can you tell me what's going on?
That depends on what you want to know.
Why are they building this wall?
They aren't building a wall. They're studying the possibility of building a wall.
What for?
You realize you are talking to a representative of the FDIC.
What is that?
That's classified.
Well, what does FDIC stand for?
That's classified.
Classified by who?
The government.
The federal government.
The government. We are in charge. That's how we have the authority to build the wall.
Can you tell me anything about what's going on?
I can tell you everything that's going on. What I will tell you is far less than that.
Okay, so what will you tell me?
That we may be building a wall around Elkisbourne.
Around my town? Completely around.
That's more information than I should have given. But what the hell? Yes, around your town.
But we can go through it, right? To get in and out?
Not technically.
What does not technically mean?
No. You can't get in and out of town.
We're trapped here?
That has a negative connotation. Think of a happier word, like ensconced.
Ensconced?
Or cuddled up. Think of words like cuddled up.
Why is the government building this wall?
Possibly building the wall because of the rock.
Yeah, I figured that, but why?
We don't know what the rock is, where it came from, and what dangers it might pose, so we have to conduct a study. A study that needs to be done in secrecy with no prying eyes from the outside.
I thought that the government already...
First, we need a study on how we should conduct the study. Then we need a study to find the best people to conduct the study. Then there needs to be a preliminary study to map out a plan for conducting the study, and then we do the study. I think. I may be missing a study or two.
And how long will all of this take?
Hard to say.
I'm planning a vacation on the beach this summer.
Don't count on that.
But will it be over by, say, next Christmas?
Don't count on that.
My daughter's a freshman in high school. Will she be able to go to the state university?
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, well, thank God for that.
Wait, is the state university in Elkisbourne?
Of course not.
Then no, don't count on it.
You're telling me my daughter might not be able to go to college?
Of course she can. Isn't there a local college or community college?
We have a vocational technical school.
Electrical wiring and semi-truck maintenance are fine professions for a young woman.
But people on the outside, they'll want to know what's happening with the rock. They'll investigate and they'll want to get through the wall.
Without media coverage, you'd be surprised at how soon people forget. After all, it's just a big rock.
But it's perfectly circular.
Oh, don't be so sad. The government is still interested. We're still quite enamored of your rock.
So why did the government change its mind?
What are you talking about?
The Bureau of Unknown Things were here.
The Bureau of Unknown Things?
Yes, they came and they said that
Shit!
What's the matter?
Forget it. Forget everything.
Well, do you mean that the wall
Forget
isn't
the
gonna be...
wall, for God's sake. Forget the
But
wall.
I don't-
Forget it all. This line will be out of service when you hang up the phone. You never talk to me. There is no me. I don't exist.
Hello?
Today's segment is sponsored by the Spin and Spew, Elkisbourne's only combination spin class and seedy bar. Come in and spin for an hour, surrounded by people who are younger, more fit, and much better looking than you are. Then, when you've had enough humiliation, step right into the Oblivion Lounge, where they only serve double shots of tequila, and the bartender never says you've had enough. Yes, that's the Spin and Spew, the only place in town where you can find both healthy exercise and alcohol poisoning. And here we are again, Sinove Olander, WEZTR, more rock people. And today we have...
My name is Zelda Gustafson.
And
I own the rock.
it appeared in the town square, so unless you're the owner of the town square...
I don't mean the land it's on now. I mean the rock itself. It was stolen from my property.
How was it stolen?
Well, I don't know. These people are smart.
Who are those people?
Thieves.
Of course.
It's been on our property for years, ever since Grandpa rolled it over from the desert southwest.
Do you have any proof?
Of course I have proof. Don't be ridiculous.
What's your proof?
Look at this painting. My son did it.
Why am I looking at
It is of the city ballpark. See how accurate it is, how true to life?
I suppose...
And look at this. This is a picture of my nose. Now look at my nose. Isn't it exactly the same?
What does this have to do
I'm
with...
giving you my son's bona fides. Prove that he's an accurate recorder of things that you can see. More accurate than any photograph.
Well...
So now look at this. And what do you see?
It looks like our perfectly circular rock in a field.
That's my field. See that sign there? Gustafson Farm?
This painting is your proof.
What more do I need?
I'm completely convinced. There you have it. The owner of the rock.
And I want money for it.
Of course you do.
The city needs to pay for the rights to display it.
And I'm sure they'll be happy.
And
to.
here's how I want them to do it. $10,000 in small bills placed in a burlap sack.
Oh, sounds like we're out of time.
No, I gotta tell you.
Look out.
Last episode, the detective Slam Hammer met the enticing but confusing Helga, who gave Slam a lead in solving the mystery of the rock. She told him to go see renowned DJ Mo DeLon. So he did.
So I had to talk to this Mo DeLon joker. Maybe he knew something. Maybe he didn't. But I trusted Helga for some reason. Maybe it was her chipped tooth. Maybe it was her apparent lack of morals. At any rate, I figured if I could get on the Mo DeLon show, I could put the squeeze on him, maybe even get a confession. I just needed to convince his producer Vivian to book me. She was sitting at the front desk. She was kind of pretty, except you could see somebody had used her badly, like a dictionary in a stupid family. She had a scowl like a man-eating shark. I just hoped it wasn't feeding time.
Can I help you?
I'm Slam Hammer, private eye, flatfoot, gumshoe.
Great. You'll be on in 10 minutes.
Don't you want to know why I deserve to be on? Don't you want a bribe?
You seem to be breathing. You qualify.
And that was Placido Domingo, Tip O'Neill, and the St. Louis Aquarium Choir singing their romantic ballad, Boys Be Bitches. And now, your favorite segment, Big Rock in Town Talk. And today's guest is Slam Hammer, a man who says he has flat feet and gum on his shoes.
No, a flat foot and gumshoe.
That's literally what I just said.
I'm a private detective investigating the rock.
Good idea. We'll leave your other issues to a competent podiatrist and gum removal expert. Anyway, welcome, Mr. Hammer.
Don't call me Slam.
I know, I didn't. Please put your headphones on.
I don't want to listen to your hip-hop, jive, heavy metal, punk, bluegrass crap. I want to have a conversation.
And we will, but put your headphones on. It's a rule.
I wondered if these really were headphones, or some kind of newfangled brain-crushing device. But my head has been crushed before, and I'm still here. Fine, DeLon.
And you've been investigating the big rock in town, correct?
I didn't like the looks of him. He had hair like mushy pasta and eyes so close together they could have shared the same socket. Yes, Mr. DeLon, if that is really your name, I have been investigating the rock. Where it came from, who put it here, is it dangerous, is it going to stay, is it friendly, or will it destroy humanity?
And what have you found out?
I asked the questions, DeLon.
Actually, you don't. This is my show, and I...
And what were you doing at the exact moment the rock appeared?
I was on the air, doing my show.
Can anyone confirm that?
Yeah, the people who called in to tell me about the rock.
You mean Sven?
For one, yeah.
Sven has no memory of talking to you.
Sven doesn't remember a lot of things.
This boy was brighter than he looked. Of course, that's a pretty low bar.
Have you found out anything about the rock?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
What do you have against the rock? What did the rock do to you?
Nothing.
People have told me you're jealous of it.
No, they haven't.
I watched his eyes for a sign of fear, a sign of panic, a sign of a wounded boy inside crying to get out, but nothing. Either he was being a cool cucumber or Helga played me for a sucker. Okay, DeLon, I'll leave, but watch your step. Ah! Why am I tied to your console? What, are you taking me captive?
You just need to take off your headphones.
Oh, okay.
I like that guy. He's the most rational person I've talked to in weeks. And now, here's Louis Armstrong, Charlie Parker, Jimmy Page, and Joe DiMaggio jamming on that old standard, Frogs at Midnight.
As night falls on Elkisbourne and the perfectly circular rock, a tender scene plays out.
Well, there's the rock.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's pretty big, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Sure thing.
I appreciate it.
Well, you asked me to come, and I said yes, so that's why I'm here.
I mean, it is time, right?
Well, it's a little after midnight. I mean, that's the time.
No, I mean, we've been together since 9th grade, and Now we're in 12th grade and we're still together.
Yeah. Although we were broken up for a while.
Oh, yeah, not very long though.
No, not at all. Just 10th and 11th grade.
Hardly counts, does it?
Hardly.
I got a condom, see?
With polka dots.
Yeah, because, it's festive.
Sure.
Well, want to get started?
I guess. Where do we...
Right here.
Right out in the open.
Nobody's around.
On the ground?
I got a blanket.
Is that going over us or under us?
Well, I thought under us.
Well, I want something over us.
Well, sure, we can put it over.
But then we're going to be on the ground.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's pretty soft concrete.
I don't know.
Should I take off my shirt first?
I don't know.
You want to take yours off first?
We don't have to take off shirts. Technically,
Well, I need to take my pants off, and so do you.
Well, I know that.
What's the matter?
I don't know.
But we decided.
You decided.
That's not fair.
I know, it's just that our first time. And that rock.
But it's a tradition, and you love traditions. You're always telling me how much you love traditions, like Christmas and Valentine's Day and wear a hat to school day.
And lose your virginity at the rock day.
It's tradition.
It's only been a tradition for 3 weeks, ever since Lars and Molly did it. And they only did it here because they were drunk and they thought they were in the park by the river.
But then there was Maxine and Joe and Bjorn and Brenda.
Well, Brenda didn't have virginity to lose.
No, but Bjorn did.
Really?
Forget I said that. Should I take my pants off now?
If you want to. I don't think I'm going to take mine off, though.
Well then, how will that work?
It probably won't.
So, what does that mean?
I'm not doing it by the rock.
Well, can I at least tell people that we did?
What? No!
But I already told Lars and Joe and Bjorn.
Well, untell them. Heck, you can blame it on me. I changed my mind.
Well, yeah, but I already told them. We did it.
Gunnar Gunnarsson. That is the rottenest thing you've ever done to me, and I have written a list of 47 things.
Well, gee whiz, you told me we could do it.
Stupid ass.
Could we maybe do it tomorrow night?
You have been listening to episode 5 of The Perfectly Circular Rock. What's Slamhammer's next step in his investigation of the rock? Will Mo DeLawn finally take a sedative? Will Synovia Lander finally drink a cup of coffee? Tune in next time, if you dare.